get the ball rolling, Monday, the 4th of March 2024, marked the commencement of the statewide tour by the Minister of State for Youth Development, Comrade Ayodele Olawande, and Delta State was his first port of call. Arriving in the hall, the minister wasted no time in getting acquainted with the youths who gave him a warm welcome. The hosts, Delta State Commissioner for Youth Development, Honourable Isaac, while welcoming the Honourable Minister, also enumerated the various projects of the state government, urging them to tap in.
If any society must move forward, they must be emphatic about the development of their youth. It will interest our Honourable Minister to hear from me that before your arrival to this state, our youth-inclined governor has done so much within his short period of time in office to accommodate youth and to develop the youth of Delta State. In line with the more agenda of our principal, Right Honourable Sheriff, the Executive Governor of the state, we also came up with the first ever youth policy of Delta State, coined the More YD E7 series. Essentially, why we came up with the policy is intended for us to be scientific in all our developmental approach to our youth. So, besides that policy, we're also at the point of building one of the biggest youth and resource development center in Africa at Osubi. We're also at the point of activating the first ever data bank tool of the ministry. It is at this point, therefore, our Honourable Minister, that we are constrained to say this is how we are fared before your arrival here today in Delta State. And it is our expectation that during this interactive section and at the end of this interactive section, all that the Honourable Minister will do with us here today will be to complement by adding the federal government version to all that we have done so far to help move our Delta State forward.
For the minister, his message was clear: innovation and taking advantage of technology.
I ask questions. All this app that all of us trained our things, sell your things, market your things, talk to people, rape abuse, talk, and talk. How many of this app was developed by Nigeria? None. WhatsApp is not, even WhatsApp that we use was not developed by us. None. Let's be sincere with ourselves. I use Snapchat. I later go and find out that we even developed this app. I really want to know this developed. After different this thing and this thing, I discovered that those that developed the app on those partners and everything, none of them are Nigerians. The question is this: how are we going to make it? Put this head that you put up this program, put it together. Let's see what things that are different that we can do differently. What have they been doing before that we've been complaining about? How can we make it differently? We have a lot of international organizations that can bombard the Ministry of Youth Development in data. And before you know it, the Ministry of Youth Development in data will be uptown with everybody. We need good, innovative. We need people that can think, that you will think outside the box. I want us in this hall to form a chorus of thinkers. What should be our focus in our head on how to stop unemployment? How can we stop unemployment? First, we have a lot of companies here. Are they employing people? Do we have the requirements? Is it not that we just believe that when we have the certificate of school, that's all? And that is why we have thousands of Indians that came for fabrications with Dangote, collect thousands of dollars, and I'm here hungry. Pick one local government. We want to have cottage and agricultural industry. Not even the big Mobi. No, forget. What are these things? What are the things we think that we don't have to go to anywhere to get the raw materials? That the raw materials will be gotten in this data state, and it's going to be implemented in this data state. And before you know, we can be able to transport it from one local government to the other. Look away from the things that we've been doing before. Let us do another thing differently from what we have done before. The major problem we have in this country today is because even the purpose for the National Youth Service Corps is not functioning again. We are losing momentum. We don't love each other anymore. The only thing that we do for each other is talk your home, talk my home. Before you know it, we see it online. No grief for anybody. The question now is, let us come up with ideas. There are a lot of programs. I tell people there are a lot of programs. People will come and tell you, symposium, this, that. They bring different people to you. Come and tell them how you want to make money. No, don't tell me. Because the way you make money over there is different from the way it is here. Let us fight it the way it is here. Let us embrace skills that works for us. Let us talk to ourselves so that we will not be hungry. We are ready, and that's why I mentioned Charles Audit to you. We will partner with the government of Delta to transform a lot of things. Come up with the ideas. Let us sit down with the commissioner. Let us sit down with the necessary agency, parastatals. We have Naseni, we have a lot of people. They are young guys now. They are in the federal power. The president have done what you guys have done in Delta State. 60 to 40% of us, female males, are in power. So if we cannot think now, then there's nothing. Why are we blaming them? If it is about tech, innovative ideas and that, we have Bosun Tijani in communication and tech. He will bring it down. I don't need to knock his door. These are the ideas from Delta. We think we should have this here. We think we should have this here. We think we should have this here. What are we going to do? We need to partner with this. We need to partner with this to make it happen. Not until when you put it on the government.
At the end of the interactive section, participants had their questions answered. Suggestions and recommendations were reached. They had this to say.
From the Federal Ministry of Youth, what are the resources and supports that is available to help young persons with skills and talent to reach their full potentials, and how can they access this support and resources?
You have a business, right? And you want your business to grow. You need grants. You need empowerment. We will bring SMIDA to you. We will bring NET to you. We will bring Naseni to you. They will support you. In fact, if you have a product, and that is where we are going to. If you have a product, you know you can come up with a product, and it's going to succeed. Whatever company you are coming up with the product with, it is there. They will give you the fund to do the product. When we get into this government, we discover that there is a bank called Jaiz Bank. The federal government has a lot of money in Jaiz Bank for business entrepreneurship, and nobody is going to their place. And it's not even announced to anywhere. They are bringing everything out. Applied, you will get it. In as much as business. And that is why it's made a business entrepreneurship. and every ED, NED, every other business, labor and everything. We are going to attract it and it's going to come to you and you will get it, you will do your business. The little you can get from it, you start from somewhere.
Building a relationship with the youth is a cardinal point for any government that wants to succeed. And you would see that in the past elections, most of the campaigns have been focused on being youth-friendly, youth inclusiveness, and that tells you that they are beginning to understand that the youths are actually the drivers of the Nigeria of today.
An interactive session is actually very, very needed because it's an opportunity for us to learn so much and also, see our mind concerning things that are in relations to what we experience in our day-to-day, activities, issues that are relating to us, issues that they've gone through and we could learn from.
I think it's a very welcome development because it's going to help to build a bridge between the government and the youths. And I think it's safe to say replacing the government with the elderly generation is going to help to foster unison between these two generations and help to actualize some of the ideas of the youth, thereby communicating effectively with the government. So I think, yes, it's a very, very welcome development.
I must commend the governor of Delta State and the Ministry of Youth Development, the commissioner, for bringing this wonderful program. And I must say this is a way of creating a good relationship between the youth and the government.
We cannot always build the future for the youths, but we can build the youths for the future because when we equip our youth with skills, we unleash a powerful force for innovation and progress.
We believe that for us to successfully manage and develop our youth very well, there is need for continuous engagement. And it is in line with that, of course, we had to reach out to the Honourable Minister of State for Youth Development for him to come and do this engagement. So in the days ahead too, let me use this opportunity to announce to Deltans that in matters of days, we'll be going out for senatorial by senatorial district to engage all our youth because we feel that as a ministry, not all the youth will have the capability to be able to live wherever they are and come all the way to Asaba. So having done all the things we have done in the office, I feel it's now important for us to go down there and meet them because in line with the more agenda of my principal, Right Honourable Sheriff Borough, the Executive Governor of the state, inclusiveness is an integral part of the more agenda. So we want to carry everybody as much as possible, to carry them along in whatever we do. So engagement is going to be continuous.